Welcome to Portugal's sunny Alentejo. This is a December day in the Alentejo, which is part of southern Portugal. This is my motorhome, which is energy efficient. I'll make nearly all my own electricity using solar panels and a wind generator, and I'll now show you around. As you can see, I have a big satellite dish which allows me to receive television and radio from all around the world. As I move around the back of the van, you can see I've got a wind turbine, which is a Rutland 913, which in strong wind conditions can make 25 amps in about 30 kilometers an hour, 30 kilometers an hour, or 20 miles an hour. It produces around 6 to 8. That's at the moment in travelling position. If you look at my first video, you can see it in use, and that's attached to the top of the motorhome. Quite a complex structure that you don't get any vibrations, and that's attached also to the body of the motorhome. All the attachments are on high density rubber, and it eventually goes right down to the chassis. I have no vibration on there, and that's been up in gale force winds of up to 100 miles an hour. So as you can see, she's quite strong. My satellite dish, that's not in travel mode at the moment, and that folds to the back of the motorhome. As we come around, you can see again on the roof the solar panels are tilted towards our lovely December sun, and they all tilt at least in 2 directions, and the very back one tilts in 3 directions. And with those solar panels that I've got on the roof, I've collected up to 160 amperes in one day, which is quite a lot of stuff really. As we go in, the first thing you will see is my little fireplace, which was made out of a colour gas bottle which had failed its hydrostatic test, so could no longer be used for gas. On top of that is a 40 litre honey pot, stainless steel honey pot, which today is filled with lake water, and 2.5 hours of the fire running, and that'll actually boil. On the chimney itself, also stainless steel, I've got 2 what were originally stainless steel chimney flues, which hold another 10 litres of water, which I can also get to boil. Why would I need so much water, you may wonder? Well, as I follow down to my original boiler and follow that little slide down there, you'll see in the back of the motorhome I've got a full-size bathtub, which is quite lovely. Sit in such a lovely location with all my family of ducks, having a nice bath, and the hot water allows me to bath. The longest bath I've had is about 3.5 hours, which I think is quite acceptable. If you met me, you wouldn't think I'd got a bath, because I do smell quite ripe sometimes. As we go in, I'm bringing you around. Sorry about the video quality. I can make things, but I ain't very good with cameras and computers as things. As we go in, show you around. That's my little sofa and my new cushions. I quite like my new cushions, they're nice and colourful. Going around, I also run a laptop, keep me connected to the world as such. There's my little 12 volt TV as well, my 12 volt satellite box, my speakers. Going around again, Like I said, I ain't very good with the camera, so you'll just have to bear with me. That's where I sleep, up there, lovely and cosy. And coming down, you can see I've got a full size freezer. That's 150 litres, made by Waco. It also runs on 12 volts, consumes an average of about 4.5 amps per hour. That's all running off my solar and my wind. Going further down, I've got a matching fridge, also 150 litres, also running off solar and wind, and that consumes an average of about 2 to 2.5 amps per hour. That's with an outside temperature of about 25 degrees, both of them. And as you can see today, let me have a look, we've got an inside temperature today, don't know if you'll be able to see this, of 26 degrees, and it's minus 17.7 in my freezer. So I think my sardines will be quite fine in there today, don't you? Going around again, coming out the other way, in this cupboard here, my dirty cupboard. Oh, that's my friend's van. That's my dirty cupboard. Everything you can see on the car has been made on the road, and that's my little Honda welder. That does use petrol, sadly. I am looking into welding using 12 volt, and hopefully in the months to come I'll post a video of my welding experiences with 12 volt. I do make, I believe, about 90 to 95% of all my electricity needs, but I do also have a small Honda generator as we come to the back, an EU 10 I think they call them, 52 decibels, very good on fuel, very quiet. Don't like to use it, but sometimes no wind, no sunshine, well then obviously I do need to keep my freezer running, and here and there I do need it for power tools, for making some of the things I make on the road. You can see I just at the back of the bath there, I'm removing this lid to reveal the little Honda, and I just open the back door and I can start it up from the inside, do everything from the inside, and there she is. I'll just wander out now, take the ladder on the roof, as long as the battery on the camera holds, that is. So going back past the satellite dish, that's 1.20 m, that is, and that allows, in this part of Europe, as I say I'm in southern Portugal, that allows me to receive TV and radio from nearly all the European countries. There we go, there's the wind generator again, all folded down. I'm just going to take a little trip up my ladder to show you on the roof. Could get a bit wobbly here, but I'll do my best. Here we go, going up. If all of a sudden you see a picture of the ground, you'll know I fell off. This is my roof with all my solar panels, and it looks like my chimney could probably do with cleaning out as well. I've got an 80 watt there, and that particular 80 watt will tip that way, it will tip the opposite way, and it will tip facing backwards. And behind that I've got a 40 watt and an 80 watt. They only tip in the direction that they're tipped at the moment, and I've got the 120 watt there which tips the other way, but they will all be improved on in the future. They're very good panels, and I'm very pleased with the amount of electricity that they produce. Well, I'll just show you around my camp today. I've been living on the road myself for 6 years in this car, and slowly improving it, and this is where my home is today. I leave no negative impact on the environment. I take always my own rubbish, and sadly other people always leave me rubbish to take away as well. So if you're watching this video, I'm sure you must be interested in renewable energy. Please respect your own environment to save people like me having to clean up after you. Thanks for watching, and they won't be uploaded quickly, but keep an eye out and you'll see some of my future ideas. One of the things I've made, which I'll upload, is a motorised bicycle using a Honda engine, which returns 200 miles per gallon, 300 kilometres per 5 litres. Does a top speed of 30 miles an hour, though not recommended, but of course is not road legal. Okay, thanks for watching once again. Have a lovely day, and best wishes from Southern Portugal. Keep smiling.